I'm in an alternate location tonight, but have remotored this with the Samex motor and a standard transmission plate. I have also redone, let me move this up. I've also redone the steering servo mount, and it is now, let's see if I can get this here so we can see it. It no longer moves the servo when the wheels turn. So the bottom part of the stack that the servo sits on is now part of the axle. I glued that pretty hard. So this won't be as fast as last night, but I have 5 heat sinks on it. I've got one on the back side. I wanted to leave that hole open. And I've got 4 on this side. Try to leave the hole open again. And the lower heat sink is actually attached to the upper heat sink, but I think that convection will carry heat down to that second one on the bottom, and I guarantee that'll be hot there when the one above it gets hot. It'll just pull heat out of that one, so it's all going to draw heat from the motor. And I forgot my transmission plate tonight. I don't have one with me in order to put it on. I mean the cover, so we're going to run it open for today, and I might just put a wrap of tape around this to keep sand out of it, but I'm going to try to get a run or two in the sand tomorrow and just see how it does. I anticipate that it'll handle much better this time. At least I sure hope it does, because that was the whole point of taking it apart here. Anyway, more tomorrow. We'll see what it does. This is probably a horrible idea, but I'm going to try driving it one-handed because I don't have a camera mount on my controller. And also, I blew the front drive shaft out on carpet last night, but with the stock gearing, this thing will pull wheelies and flip itself over. So I'm going to basically try to find out if it can go straight now with the modification to the servo. I have one more. I think I need to get rid of the foam tape completely. That's the main problem with it. But I pulled the jumper out, and it should be ready to give it another try here. This is half speed compared to what it was. Well, it's controllable now. That's much better. Didn't do so well over the rocks there, but let's see how it does on a rock driveway. And I'm going to check the speed after every blast here, the motor temp. I don't want to burn this one up too. Nice thing about this lower heat sink is I can kind of tell what's going on with it. And it consistently wants to pull left, so I'll dial some right in. Yeah, it's not meant to go fast on rock, that's for sure. It does pretty good now. I'm happy with that. I think I need to, I'll show you something here. I didn't think it would do this on concrete. Watch this. I don't want to do too much of that because it does have plastic gears in the diff, and I don't really want to blow those out. It does all right. I blew the rear diff out. So, just one more thing to buy. So it turns out by using the stock pinion gear instead of a 20 tooth, it pretty much cut the speed in half but doubled the torque. And that big pinion really was actually saving the drivetrain on this, because when the torque was doubled, the drive shaft couldn't handle it. It has the Enduro 24 ball yoke, which I knew was weak, and also the diff gears couldn't handle it either. So I know the front diff is safe because the drive shaft was gone by the time I really put any torque to it. The rear drive shaft, or the rear gear set inside that pumpkin there, is dead. So it clicks and it's blown out, and they're plastic. And I knew they were plastic, but I thought, one or two runs won't hurt it. Well, I guess it does. It's kind of like the Rift, and it just can't take it. So if anybody knows of a metal gear set for Enduro 24s, please put a link in the description and in the replies actually, and I'll look at it. I'd definitely like to get a set of metal gears for this, for the diff. And if they don't exist, I see an opportunity, because I know a lot of people that build monster trucks with these axles would also like to have metal diff gears. They just literally cannot handle the torque that this thing puts out with an SCX 24 transmission.